Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Hi, Nathan. Is it Nathan or Nathan?
Nathan. Nathan
Nathan.
and Nathan. Brazilians say Nathan's like normal. Americans say Nathan.
Okay. Which one do you prefer?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Nathan? Was that how Brazilians?
Yeah, Nathan. The Brazilians speaking Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan, Nathan. Hmm.
Nathan. Okay. Let me do a quick introduction and then we'll talk. Okay.
All right.
Hey, everybody. It's Jason Cruz here once again with the interview. We are talking today with PFL PFL Lightweight,
Yes.
Natan Schulte, Schultz, Schultz,
Yes. Good.
and he faces Jeremy Stevens Friday, Black Friday, November 25th in New York City. Natan, how are you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel
Good.
great.
Where am I finding you? Where are you located right now?
Sorry.
Oh, where are you right now? Where are you training or
In
what are you
American top team, Florida,
in
Boca
Florida?
Raton.
So do I detect you're wearing a Miami Heat jersey?
Sorry.
Are you wearing a Miami Heat basketball jersey?
Yes, the t-shirt.
Yes,
Yes,
t-shirt.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. Are you a big fan?
yes. Not big fan, but I like the t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah, they put out good colors. I like the basketball team. They're very good. But enough about basketball. Let's talk about how you are feeling going into this fight against Jeremy Stevens. How has training been at American Top Team?
My training, the American top team, is very good. I never stop training. I keep training. I just stop training normally after the fights, 10 days off, but just after the fight. But I keep training, but not hard.
Hmm.
But I keep training every day. 6 days a week. One day a day, one day off. In the weekend. But for this camp, for this fight, I was keeping training since my last fight. And I talk PFL and with my manager Ali, Ronnie Marks. Hey, please talk PFL. I want to fight one more in this year. I want to fight. Doesn't matter who, but I want to fight. And in the PFL, okay, you're gonna fight against Jeremy Steve. Okay, perfect.
Excellent. When did you hear that you were going to fight Jeremy Stevens?
Sorry.
When did the PFL let you know that you got to fight against Jeremy Stevens?
Uh like 1 month ago, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay, so did you start your training camp once you learned about Jeremy Stevens, or where am I finding you? Like we got 6 weeks left before your actually fight day. Are
Yeah,
you? Did
normally
you?
6, 7 weeks.
Okay, okay. So you're like right in the middle of training, heavy training for the fight.
Yes, exactly. I was training very hard. I was training today hard too. And this in this part of the camp is very important because I training hard. I have the sessions of sparring. And this is a very important part of the training.
Yes. Now, Stevens is known for his heavy hands. And so are you guys focusing a little more on boxing in this camp, or it does not matter as far as what your opponent brings?
Yeah, Jeremy Stephens is a great opponent. He have a very good hand. He has a good hands. And I just gonna fight with a little bit, not like afraid, but I gonna try to kick, use my hands too, and maybe take takedowns, use my takedowns, use my grappling. But
Mhm.
he's a very good opponent. He's a he's a very good opponent.
Now, do you bring in sparring partners that have more of a boxing background for this particular camp, or does it's just whoever
Yes.
is at ATT?
Yes, no, for sure. I've trained with my partners. They try to look like a fight like my opponent. And I try to the same guy, the same tall, the same not big strong. and I try to fight the guy the same style as Jeremy.
Hmm.
I
Now,
try to train.
yes, yes. And so, how do you feel you've done this past season with the PFL? Unfortunately, you lost a split decision to Olivier, and so he is actually in the final. But then you came back and won a decision against Marcin Held. How do you feel this season went for you?
I was very, very happy, in this first fight. After the fight, after fight against Olivier, I was think I've won that fight, but no problem. And I prepare like 100% against the rematch against Marcin,
From last
and
year?
I just hope to go to the playoffs, but this is not happening. But my focus is fight, won this fight against Chiefs and prepare 100% for the next season.
Yeah. Now you are a veteran of PFL. This is your fourth year with the PFL, I believe.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So how has your training and body have uh, uh, felt with the in season fighting and the playoffs and things like that? How is it different than your if you were in another organization or whatnot?
Yes, the difference is the weight, You need to cut many times the weight a year. This is very difficult for many fighters. But in my case, I estimated to do like to cut a lot of weight. Not a lot of weight. I try to not put too much weight after fights. Now I'm 181, but now I'm gonna to lose my weight, but this is very difficult for many fighters. They don't know like okay, to fight twice or three times a year, okay, if you have a long time, but in the short time this is very hard, to cut the weight. This is very hard.
Yeah. And so I always wonder with fighters and how they cut weight. You said you're at 181, you have to be down to 155 by in 5 or 6 weeks. Is it a gradual cut or do you cut it in like a week's time? How do you go about doing that to make sure you're on weight by November 25th?
Okay, now I have 7 weeks, like almost 7 weeks for this the fight, and I start to cut my weight, like week by week, like normally 2 or 3 pounds a week, depends in my depending on my weight, but I prefer stay in the fight week 170, 172,
Okay.
and cut until 165, 155.
Do you how do you deal? I know a lot of fighters deal it in different ways, but how do you deal with you're still expending a lot of calories and you're still training hard and but you cannot replenish because you can't eat what you want to eat and perhaps drink what you want to drink. How do you deal with that? I mean, I'm sure you probably are cranky or mad or how do you deal with that and how does your team help you with through the cut?
Yeah, this is very hard, You need to train hard. You need to cut the weight, low, eat low calories a day. This is very hard, But now I know how my body gonna to do,
Mhm.
for the 1 month before the fight or the month in the fight, But this is very difficult, I've talked with my friends in this week about it, You need to train hard, you need to cut the weight, and you need to fight very well. This is very difficult.
Do you feel it's more of a mind game, mind work than physical work sometimes?
Yeah, two. I think it's two. You need to have a good mind, because this is about the focus, about the training, you know. For example, sometimes you can train bad, but this is not. You have like a mini trainings a week with many good partners, for example, in America Top Team, you have like a high level all the time, in my division. Sometimes I can train very well one day, but the another day I can train bad because the guy is like the guy I'm gonna train is very tough too, and you need to control your mind because you can feel bad. I've trained very bad the yesterday, but you need to keep training, you need to keep training, keep focused, keep focusing the fight,
Yeah, so most definitely, you need a very focused mind going into this and focus
Yeah,
on
the
yourself.
mind is very important in MMA, I think so.
Yes,
Because the mind is you need to have a strong mind,
yes,
because sometimes the guy has everybody has afraid, for the fight, I think. But normally you need to fight. Okay, I'm gonna won this fight. I'm gonna keep in. I'm not give up.
yes. So let me ask you then, for fight week. I know the most important part about fight week
Yes.
is cutting the weight. What do you like to do during fight week? Because the training is already done. Do you like hanging out with your team? Do you like being by yourself to focus? Do you like people around and you just want to watch movies or read books?
Yes, I just watch the videos, watch a movie. Like this fight is in New York. New York, a very nice city. Walking around the city. Not because the fight week is the very very important, because you need to cut weight and prepare for the fight. I prefer stay in the room, relax.
Yeah, most definitely. You don't want to be
Yeah,
out partying the week before your big fight. Uh,
exactly.
will you be going Christmas shopping after your fight?
Yeah, no, I go
You will.
100%.
You have a
Yes,
lot of
I will go.
excellent, excellent. So tell me now, you've been in the PFL for 4 years. Will you be back in 2023? Is that something that you already thought about, or is that something
Yes,
you?
true.
Yes.
No, 100%. I love to fight in PFL, and I signed the new contract in this for this season, in the next season, and they're gonna fight in 2023 in PFL this season.
Excellent, excellent. So we can expect you in the season again in the 155 division, correct?
Yes, correct, 100%. And
Okay.
this is not promise, but I'm gonna try to won the next season.
Yeah, no, no, most definitely. So give me a prediction for no Friday, November 25th. Is this going a full 3 rounds with Jeremy Stevens, or are you stopping him early?
So I know I need to stop this fight until the end.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Natan, obrigado. Thank you very much for your time. We'll be
No
watching
problem, my
pay-per-view
friend.
Friday,
All right,
November
thank you.
25th.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you. And that's it. God bless you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, Norton. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye, my friend.
Bye-bye.
See you. Have a good day.